Good, thank you. How are you doing, Luke?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I've had like a chest that just has not wanted to go away,
Yeah.
and um, like literally, we were on week 4 to 5, and then it turns out. Sorry, pardon me. So I just, joking aside, said to my um, French. No, I said to my best friend. I said, "Oh God, it's like everybody I know has got a chest problem, um, and like everybody." And it's really weird. It's like, why haven't we heard anything? And then uh, Sam said, yeah, it's like a really well-known thing, and that apparently in France and Spain they've been all over this like SARS COVID new virus thing, and that Keir Starmer in his wisdom has decided not to tell anybody in this country. So um, which I just think is a bit irresponsible, because even if you're not having a lockdown, and I understand that people don't necessarily want to do another lockdown for whatever, but you can still just make people aware of any kind of like spikes in, disease and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's just so that people have got the choice to be careful themselves. Do you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. And then I messaged Immunology, who I used to work with, and they were like, "Oh God, yeah, we're completely aware of it." They were like, 3 out of 4 of the kids that we're looking after who are in sterile rooms, their parents aren't with them because they've all got a chest infection.
Oh,
So I'm just like, or a virus which has gone a bit, bacterial, whatever. So I'm just kind of like, there's something going on. Do you know what I mean? There's something going on.
yeah.
Um, good, 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 good. Maggie, I went down a street today, Caton Street. Um, yeah, you there?
I'm here, yeah.
You'll be delighted to know it was a back passage. It really legitimately was. It was by Lasca, which is, I went in there to like book for my birthday, and the Uber driver was like, because I got an Uber because I couldn't be asked, and the Uber driver was like, "Oh, I can take you the back way," and I went, "Goodness gracious me," and yeah, and then he was like, just I said, "Yeah, I know this road. It's Caton Road," and he just went, "Oh, you say it really nicely," and I said, "Oh well," I said, "Weirdly, I've got a friend who's that's her surname." So yeah, it's off Southampton Road, right by Great Ormond Street, by kind of towards Covent Garden. Yes, you've got your own street in London. You'll have to tell Howard. Yeah, you'll have to tell Howard. Good, 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 good. Right. So Maggie, let's start with you. So say for me, I was thrilled to discover that I have my own street in London, but unfortunately, it's a shortcut and a small road. I was thrilled to discover that I have my own street in London, but unfortunately, it's a shortcut and a small road.
J'étais ravie de trouver que j'ai une route, ma propre route à Londres. Mais malheureusement, c'est très court et I think you said sorry, Luke, I forgot the last bit.
It's a little street, and it's what was the 2 words that I wanted? So I wanted c'est une petite ruelle, or elle est une petite ruelle. Yeah, so sorry, c'est une petite ruelle, c'est une petite ruelle. Yeah, and it's very short.
C'est une petite ruelle et c'est vraiment court.
Good. So notice the different use of it. If we're introducing a noun, we'll say c'est une petite ruelle. Ruelle is like little tiny street. And it's very short. We're talking about the word elle, which is referring to ruelle or rue. So that's feminine. So the word for it goes back to being elle. C'est une petite ruelle, elle est très courte. C'est une petite ruelle, elle est très courte. So looks forward. Oui, alors aujourd'hui, Imagine I'm being you. Aujourd'hui, j'étais dégoûté. Oh, sorry. J'étais ravi. Aujourd'hui, j'étais ravi de découvrir. J'étais ravi de découvrir que j'ai ma propre rue à Londres. C'est une petite ruelle, elle est très courte. Aujourd'hui, j'étais ravi. J'ai été ravi. You could even use j'ai été ravi because it's that moment. Aujourd'hui, j'ai été ravi de découvrir que j'ai ma propre rue à Londres. C'est une petite ruelle, elle est très courte. Have another little go.
Aujourd'hui, j'étais très ravie de
You
découvrir.
don't need très ravi. Ravi is itself superlative enough. There are some things that are so superlative you don't need to justify them with any other grammar. A bit like the word Luke, So yeah, off you go.
Aujourd'hui, je suis ravie de découvrir que découvrir que j'ai mon propre route.
Ma propre rue.
Propre rue, c'est une petite ruelle, elle est très courte.
Courte. Pardon me. Good. Tom, the plug is broken for the charger. I shouldn't really use it. I'm gonna croak. I'm gonna die. But give me the slang word for croak. So for me, the plug is broken. I shouldn't really use it. I'm gonna croak.
La prise est foutue. Je devrais pas l'utiliser. Je vais
L'utiliser.
l'utiliser. Je vais crever.
Good, je vais crever. Lovely, ok. Oh putain, la prise, elle est foutue. La prise, elle est foutue. Oh, la prise est foutue. Je devrais vraiment pas. Well done for moving it out the way. You're never going to have an it before the devoir verb unless you mean to owe. Like the money, I owe it. Yeah, speaking of which, guys, remember coffee after the class, not sometime midweek. Some people have never paid. I would not never, ever. But I mean, as in some people like go a few weeks without paying and then don't catch up. So, you know, I don't mean to be that person, but don't make me literally do the print off and put it in the group. So yeah, so say for me, yeah, the only time that you'd use devoir with le would be like I owe it the money, je le dois. Yeah. Jenna, do you mind just turning your camera off because whatever's on your dashboard is just like slightly distracting my eyes? Is that all right? There's some weird fucking thing. Yeah. Would you mind just turning the camera off for a second? It's just pulling my visual focus. Is that all right? Thank you. Yeah. So je devrais le. Yeah. Go again. So lovely. Yeah. One more time, Tom.
Oh, sorry. What was it, Luke? I'm really tired.
No, give me another one. So we got it. We basically got there. We got the word crever. Yeah, which was carquet. Okay, so je devrais vraiment pas. So for me, la prise est foutue. La prise est foutue. Je devrais vraiment pas l'utiliser. Look at the join. Lovely. Je veux pas crever. Oh oui, alors la prise est foutue. Remember to have an opinion. Oh, la prise est foutue. Je devrais vraiment pas l'utiliser. Elle est crevée. Have an opinion.
Oui, la prise est foutue. Je devrais pas vraiment l'utiliser. Je vais crever.
Good. Okay. Lovely. Trevor. Luke, I don't agree. Sometimes when I'm exhausted, a bit of electricity is what I need. Luke, I don't agree. Sometimes when I'm exhausted, a bit of electricity is what I need.
Luc, je suis pas d'accord.
Nice high ah. I'm sorry, but nice high ah. I'm really spending my fucking life telling people to say ah high. By high, I mean twang high. I don't mean melodically high. I don't mean ah. I mean like ah. Okay, nice high ah. Okay, good. Tom is joining us for the mists of time. Possibly a kettle. Yeah, that was like, wow, Tom's got dry ice going on. That was very effective. Yeah, go again then. So well done. So je suis pas d'accord. So sometimes when I'm exhausted, a bit of electricity is what I need.
Quelquefois, quand je suis.
You will also hear des fois, parfois amongst French speakers. Des fois, parfois. And people like to debate which is correct, but oui, alors quelquefois, you know, des fois, parfois. So yeah, there's debate over which is correct. Don't enter into it now. But what I'm saying is, yeah. So quelquefois.
Quelquefois, quand je
when
suis
I'm exhausted.
Fatigué.
Yes, good. Give me the next level up. What's the word for exhausted? Épuisé.
Épuisé.
Lovely. Okay. I liked the cry of pain from not knowing the exhaustion. That made me happy. Épuisé. So, quelquefois, quand je suis épuisé, yeah, you know. Or des fois, quand je suis épuisé, lovely. It's what I need. It's what I need. Look at Lukey. Don't speak. Stop means stop. God, if I was on your driving test, you'd fail. That's an emergency stop. You're correct for thinking of il me faut because you need a thing. So il me faut is going to come into this expression. How do you say it's what I need? Stand still, Trevor. Listen to Auntie Lukey. In the 15 sentences of power, il me faut un café. Is it green, red, or blue?
Green.
Good, because the fucker goes, il me faut un café. Don't be thinking, oh, hang on, he needs, il lui faut, indirect. That's an a, that's blue. No, I'm not on about the relationship with the person. I'm on about the relationship with the noun that's been needed. Il me faut, whatever. So, in green, subject, object, pronoun, object, subject, question what, non-question what. What is the what when it's not a question option for the green? So, le gâteau que je mange le mange. Je mange le gâteau que je mange. No, je mange le gâteau, je le gâteau que je mange. Qu'est-ce que je mange? And Luke knows what I'm eating. Luke say, how do you say Luke knows what I'm eating?
Luc sait ce que je mange.
Good. So I'll come back to my question. What is the non-interrogative what for the green option?
Ce que.
Good. And pop that bitch to the left of il me faut. So say for me, it's what I need.
Il me faut ce que.
No. Pop ce que to the left of il me faut.
Oh,
It's what I need.
Ce qu'il me faut.
Good. So say for me, c'est exactement ce qu'il me faut. C'est exactement ce qu'il me faut.
Exactement ce qu'il me faut.
Good. If it was, it's exactly what I need, and we were using besoin. What color is besoin? Red, blue, green.
Red.
Good lad. So what's the red version of ce que? It is ce.
Ce dont.
Good lad. Nice twangs. Nice twangs, Trevor. So say for me, c'est exactement ce dont j'ai besoin.
C'est exactement ce dont j'ai besoin.
Lovely. Now say ce dont like it doesn't fucking count. Oui, alors c'est exactement ce dont j'ai besoin.
C'est exactement ce dont j'ai besoin.
Good. Any grammar we do in the first 6 weeks, we never stress those words in a sentence. That's a really good general rule. Good. I'm coming to Jenna. I had to turn off the webcam because it was a distraction for Luke, who has difficulty concentrating if there's something visual. So that means I had to turn off the webcam because it was a distraction for Luke, who has difficulty concentrating when it's something visual.
J'ai dû atteindre la caméra.
Le webcam is fine. Le webcam is fine. Yeah.
Parce que c'est...
It was a distraction for Luke.
Okay.
It was a distraction for Luke. In today's class, when we were talking about we were talking about Maggie's back passage. Yeah. Okay. Commonly used, we were saying that because Maggie's back passage is a noun, okay, that we're going to say c'est une petite ruelle. So I'll say this rule again. When you introduce a noun, don't use il est or elle est. When you introduce a noun, don't use ils sont or elles sont. Even if your brain thinks it's an adjective, it isn't. Luke is, let's say, mean. Luke est méchant. C'est un mec méchant. Even though your brain is thinking all about the méchant, mec is a noun. Luke, c'est un mec méchant. Okay? If you're introducing a noun, you say, yeah? So it was a distraction for Luke. Distraction is a noun, so we're not going to be able to say il était. We're going to say c'était, yeah? So how do you say it was a distraction for Luke?
C'était...
You're overthinking distraction. What 3 letters does it end in, Jenna? What 3 letters does it end in?
ION.
Good. So half the time the bastards are the same. In fact, not even half the time. 3/4 of the time. 80% of the time. In French, it's the same word. So say for me distraction.
Distraction.
Lovely. Nice vowels. Distraction. Nice vowels. C'est une distraction. Lipsford. C'est une distraction. Speed for me. C'est une distraction.
C'était une distraction.
Lovely. Can I hear the t bounds? C'était une distraction. We've got 2 t's. C'était une distraction. C'était une distraction.
C'était une distraction.
Lovely. Now go again and make the vowels, which are nice and in the right place, the thing we hear, and pull back on the consonants. Oui, alors c'était une distraction.
Oui, c'était.
No. I know that you're pushing from the throat. Push from the chest. Lips forward. Don't move the mouth. C'était une distraction. Have an opinion. C'était une distraction.
C'était une distraction.
No, you're not pushing from the chest. C'était une distraction. Bring your mouth more closed. Oui, alors c'était une distraction. So be positive. Oh, you know, it's a distraction. C'est une distraction. Imagine saying something nice. Oui, alors c'est une distraction. Have a tune. Pop a tune in your body with it. C'est une distraction.
Oui, c'était une
I can tell by when you say we that your mouth is a slack. You know, yeah. You know, it's as slack as when I took Stuart to that glory hole in Greenwich Village. It is. C'est une distraction. C'est une distraction. Yeah, c'est une distraction. Keep your mouth loose. C'est une distraction. Don't keep your mouth too baggy. Is what I'm saying. C'est une distraction.
C'était une distraction.
You can work on that. You can WhatsApp it, mate. Good. C'est une distraction. He has difficulty concentrating with something visual. He has difficulty concentrating with something visual.
Il a des difficultés.
Ah! Il a du mal à.
Il a du mal à.
Good. Just say for me, I have difficulty. Just say I have difficulty speaking. Clearly, I don't. But just say for me, I have difficulty speaking.
J'ai du mal à parler.
Why are we giving it a weird fucking tonality? Say it for me normally. I have difficulty speaking.
J'ai du mal à parler.
Don't enjoy it. Don't enjoy the ingredients. They're not important things in the sentence. Learn to speak French with some of it in the dark. Best advice I can give anybody to go from intermediate to advanced. Learn to speak French with some of it in the dark. Oui, alors j'ai du mal à parler. Yeah, put the rest of it in a blur. Oui, alors just say j'ai du mal à parler.
J'ai du mal à parler.
That's it. We're not interested in. But keep some of it interesting. Oh, oui, alors j'ai du mal à parler. But just don't be interested in all of it, okay? So say for me, Luke has difficulty. I can't do English. Luke has difficulty concentrating. Do you see how small and relaxed French is? That when you then go back to English, it's a pain in the ass. So say for me, pain in the ass, Stuart. It takes us back to Greenwich Village. So say for me, Luke has difficulty concentrating. Luke has difficulty concentrating.
Luc a des difficultés.
I just thought you the bastard verb.
No, I'm sorry. I got stuck on it. Luc a du mal à se concentrer.
Good. So lovely. Luc a du mal à se concentrer. Yes, it's reflexive. That often confuses people, but you can concentrate something else. You can concentrate your efforts. Some of you would do well to. You can concentrate orange juice. I don't. For enamel protection, I dilute it. That composite bonding ruined me. Yeah, so Luc a du mal à se concentrer. Let's say with something visual.
Avec quelque chose du visuel.
I like the quelque chose de. All right. So put it together. J'ai dû éteindre. Nice vowels, because fuck me, I get all the verbs in the world for that. Atteindre, you know, attendre, entendre. Yeah, atteindre. No, on this occasion, éteindre, sorry. J'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel. Oh, mais j'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc, il a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel.
J'ai dû éteindre.
I don't want stop start. Every time you stop start, I shoot someone you care about. Don't stop start. I'm getting really bored of it. Just go smoothly through the chest. Doesn't need to be quick at all. J'ai dû éteindre. You can go slowly, but have a story. Oui, alors j'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel. It's fine to go slowly, just have a story. If you don't have a story, it just becomes an endless fucking, you know, what's the guy in Greek fucking mythology that pushed the shit to the top and then it dropped down and then, you know, not what's the T, not, you know, I'm trying to think. But anyway, yeah, that, it just becomes, oh my God, I've got all these cognates to remember. J'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer quand c'est quelque chose de visuel. Just go smoothly and softly, more slowly, but I don't want, stop it, go.
J'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel.
Well done, that was nice. Now go again, smaller mouth, less movement, fewer movements, and like fewer pauses on weird places. Try and make it human. Think what you're saying. Think of the story. Where's the webcam? Where's your webcam? What bothered Luke? Oui, alors j'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel.
J'ai dû éteindre le
Pause.
webcam.
Are you telling me the story? It sounds too neutral. It sounds too neutral. Lose neutral. J'ai dû éteindre. But what do we say? Happiness, sadness, surprise, concern, whatever. You know, give it an emotion. A little bit of one, some of the other, shade of that, like a paint mix. A paint mix. Yeah, 4 of the yellow and 3 of the red and whatever, hints of the black. What color is it going to give us? Give us these emotions mixed up. You know, not all of them. You know, just a little bit of something. Oh, j'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer quand c'est quelque chose de visuel.
J'ai dû éteindre
No, listen, every time you stop and start, I shoot someone. There goes Mary. She's getting on my tits anyway with the on off of the classes. Bye. I hope you're in the will, Jenna. I hope she's made a will. She's gone. Off you go. Next person. Who's next in my firing line? You get one more go. No more fucking fanning around. No more f. If your energy is in your chest, you will not start. Start a word. Do not change lanes when we drive until you know where you're going to. Indicate, move. Yeah, do not. If your energy is in your chest sufficiently, people, you will not start. Wait for the next bit of inspiration to hit you. Wait until you can literally hear the word in your brain. And English jumps prematurely because English is, you've said the consonants, you pretty much said half the fucking word. Yeah. And as you know in French, did you see the video I did about the gorgeous girl who's got a French husband, who's learning to sing in French? Lovely girl. We had a conversation today. Michelle, absolutely love her. Yeah, she's really got the idea that French is about vowels. So when you hear the consonants in English, you're ready to jump. You're ready to jump into the word. Don't fucking jump in French until you can hear the next vowel in your brain and then slide. J'ai dû entendre le webcam parce que. So wait until you can slide. One more go on board with the sentence. Go. Jenna. Go. Slide, slowly. Yeah.
J'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc a du mal à se concentrer avec quelque chose de visuel.
Lovely. I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to watch fewer hours or minutes of my classes, and I want you to focus on the stuff that you've got and don't move on to the next one until it sounds human. Don't think of it as an acquisition thing, as in, yay, I'm learning all this grammar and vocabulary. I don't care. I want you to learn a language. Don't move on until you've said every sentence at a human pace. And do we know what the human pace is? Have Jenna say, I had to turn the webcam off because, you know, Luke has difficulty, you know, if there's something visual going on. You know, just say that and think, right, what was the tone of voice? What was the length of the sentence? That's your human thought, okay? That's your human thought. That's Jenna in English, okay? Oui, alors j'ai dû éteindre le webcam parce que Luc, il a du mal avec quelque chose de visuel. Until it matches in tonality and length, yeah, don't move on to the next sentence. Really. Don't wait for fluency to descend upon us. No, light shine. Oh, no, be fluent in the sentence and then move on to the next sentence. Good. Denise. She's got the most beautiful trees outside her window with the coolest blue sky, which I've really been enjoying.
Yeah, I'm at a friend's house. So.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It reminds me of wallpaper, painted paper. It reminds me of wallpaper that I considered for the main bedroom, but in the end I bought a painting painted by a painter, just because I'm a cunt. So it reminded me of the wallpaper I was considering for the main bedroom, but in the end I changed my mind and bought a painting painted by a painter. So it reminds me of the wallpaper I was considering for the main bedroom, but in the end I changed my mind and I bought a painting painted by a painter, just to piss everybody off with those words. But Denise's quality, she's got a lot of French in her, she'll be fine. So it reminds me of first of all, it reminds me of the wallpaper I was considering for the main bedroom.
Ça me repère le papier du mur que j'ai considéré pour la salle, la chambre primaire.
Pause. I would have understood every single thing you said if I only spoke English and I didn't speak French. I would have understood the whole thing. Let me give you the version I want. Ça me rappelle le papier peint, the painted paper, que je considérais, that I was considering, pour la chambre principale. Ça me rappelle le papier peint, what says my story? Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais. I'm always under the main light and I always look like I'm about to be operated on. Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la chambre principale.
Ça me rappelle.
Ça me rappelle. What was I saying to Trevor? Nice, get your A up in the air. Ça me rappelle.
Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la chambre principale.
Good. The only one vowel that was missing there was considérer. So again, ça me rappelle le ça me rappelle le papier peint. Ça me rappelle le papier peint. Ça me rappelle le papier peint. If I showed you what I can see, you would be so angry with me. I don't know how the hell I keep doing this. My friend John Louise, an electrician, and when he sees this, he gets so cross with me. I do this every week. I don't know how the hell this happens. Hang on, are you ready to see? This is just, hang on. It's just the biggest fucking. Can you see all these wires and things like that? I just reached down from a chair and grabbed something to plug it in, and I reached down and plugged something in. Every Monday night in you guys' class, I have to kind of like de-knot all this stuff. Good. So ça me rappelle le papier peint. Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la chambre principale.
Ça me rappelle. Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la
Yes, pause. Did everybody hear that con? Did you all hear that on? Ça que je considérais lovely pour la chambre principale. Carry on. Yeah, and again, it was lovely. It was lovely. That was a compliment. Carry on.
Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la chambre principale.
Good. But in the end, I changed my mind.
Mais enfin, j'ai...
Other way round. Finalement means at the end of the process. Enfin means when we were waiting something. So Denise came over to my house. And I'm like, Denise, I'll treat us. Let's just get a take out and just relax. And you say, that's true, Luke, because I've got to go and feed Tom and Nathan in the dungeon anyway, so that's probably a good idea. And then I say, what do you fancy, Denise, my love? And you say, let's just get an Indian. And I say, okay, fine. And then we wait, and it's an hour. And we go, do you know what, Denise, fuck this. I'm going to ring the Chinese because they're super, super quick. So we were going to have a Chinese. We're going to have an Indian. And in the end, that's what transpired. Finalement, in the end, we had a Chinese. Let's say we'd waited for the Indian. Bolton Palace Extra, and very good. And let's say that it was an hour late. And when it finally turned up, oh, putain, enfin. Yeah, so two different things. So one is at the end of the process, what took place, finalement. And one is kind of like, oh, God. So there's any kind of enfin, like as in kind of there's been a bit of expectancy to it rather than I didn't realize we were going to go with the Chinese. I thought we were going to have an Indian, but fine. It was really, really nice. It was really, really good. Then that would be finalement. So on this occasion, so carry on, back to it. But in the end, mais finalement, enfin.
Finalement, j'ai changé d'avis et j'ai décidé.
J'ai changé d'idée.
Finalement, j'ai changé d'idée et j'ai décidé de racheter une peinture de quelque chose qui.
So for me, a painting painted by a painter.
Une peinture peinte par un peintre.
Une peinture peinte par un peintre ou une peintre. So, to paint, peindre. A painter, male or female. Un peintre, une peintre. I painted, j'ai peint. Feminine adjective form of the participle, peint. So, une peinture peinte par un peintre. Okay? Good, one more time. Ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérais pour la chambre principale, mais finalement, j'ai changé d'idée et j'ai acheté une peinture peinte Pas un peintre. Put it together, my love.
Finalement,
From the beginning. Alors, ça me rappelle?
ça me rappelle le papier peint que je considérerais pour la chambre principale.
Good.
Mais finalement, j'ai décidé d'acheter une peinture peinte par un peintre.
Peintre, the T.
Peintre.
Good. Lovely. Janet, I'm too clumsy. I'm going to have to solve the problem with the wires later. It's cold and the tendons in my hands are screwed. I've got clumsy hands. I'm too clumsy, a word beginning with an M. I'm going to solve the problem with the wires later. It's cold and the tendons in my hand are screwed. Do we know the word for clumsy? It begins with an M.
We do not, even with the hint.
Maladroit.
Oh, maladroit.
Okay. Which some people use in Tom, don't worry, this is nothing that would affect you. In upper elegant circles of society, we'll sometimes say maladroit, like socially maladroit. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Sorry, could you
In
just
English,
repeat the
as well. In
sentence?
English, people will say it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
too clumsy. Sorry, I
Linguists,
forgot.
listen, the English is part of
I
the concept.
know.
Yeah, so say for me, I'm too clumsy. I'm going to have to solve the problem with the wires later. We'll do that much for now.
Okay. Je suis maladroit. Je
I'm
dois
too clumsy.
résoudre.
I'm too clumsy. I'm too clumsy.
Je suis trop maladroite.
But now say it to me like it's your first language. Moi, je suis trop maladroit.
Moi, je suis trop maladroite.
Good. And you're talking about
je-
Lukey. You're talking about Lukey. You're being me. Ouais, je suis trop maladroit.
Ok. Moi, je suis trop maladroit.
That's it.
Je
I'm going to have to
dois
solve the problem with the cables. I'm going to have to solve the problem with the wires later. I'm going to have to solve the problem with the wires later. What's I'm going?
Je vais.
Nice vowel change. Je vais, low, high. Liked it very much. To have to.
Je vais devoir.
Nice low, high again. Je vais devoir, low, high, low, high. Liked it very much. To solve.
Je vais devoir résoudre.
Résoudre.
La-
Résoudre.
Résoudre.
Lovely.
Résoudre le problème avec
Le
problème
Language
avec
teachers used to say men cause problems. How awful is that? Language teachers used to teach because men cause problems and women find solutions. Oh my God. That really used to piss me off. Because men often find solutions and women can cause problems. Cherish Thompson. Off you go. So say for me, le problème. So say for me. Yeah, so je vais résoudre le problème. Yeah.
Je vais résoudre le problème avec les filles.
Les fils.
Avec les fils.
Which expression to call somebody do we know this word from?
Passer un coup de fil.
Well done. It's not passer un coup de fil. It's not pass a knock at the girl. It's un coup de fil. Lovely. Yeah. So je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les fils ou les câbles. Later. How do you say later?
Avec les câbles. Plus tard.
Good. Nice. Because it's cold.
Parce qu'il fait froid.
Lovely. Nice high A. Parce qu'il fait froid. Lovely. And the tendons in my hand are fucked.
Et je ne sais pas le mot pour tendon.
Read the word with the French I. Read the word tendon with the French I.
Tendon.
No.
Les tendons. Les tendons dans mes mains.
French I. Read the word with that was a cyclops with a like a bandana around its head. How do we pronounce E-N?
On.
What little rule did Auntie Lukey give you the other day about E and N and E and M? Or I and M and I and N? What did I give you the rule about N's and M's? Yeah. When you have an N or an M or a double N or a double N, Yeah, double N and double N count the same. If a vowel follows the N or the M, the vowel before the N and the M goes high. If no vowel follows the N and the M, so that would mean either a consonant or nothing, the vowel goes low. So how do you say the end? To be nihilistic, how do you say the end, Janet?
La fin.
Good. How do you say wine?
Le vin.
A very good idea, I will. How do you say to finish?
Finir.
Finir, because it's F-I-N-I, so we take the I higher. How do you say in France?
En France.
Because it's E-N, nothing. How do we say energy?
Énergie.
E-N-E. Yeah, see what I mean? How do we say important?
Important.
Good. How do we say to imitate?
Amitié.
Hang on. Imite. We've just said it goes high.
Imiter.
Okay. Yeah. Say for me, and this word breaks fucking all of you. Say for me, intention. How do you say the word intention?
Intention.
Yes, well done, because I-N-T, so it goes low. Rather than in. E-N, ton, because it's T-N-T, so it's low. Intention, low, low, low. Intention, say for me, intention.
Intention.
Good. So say for me, it's cold, il fait froid.
Il fait froid.
Lovely. Et mes tendons, oh, j'ai les tendons foutus. J'ai les tendons foutus.
J'ai les tendons foutus.
Yeah, foutu, fucked, done in. Good. So your complete sentences. Je suis trop maladroit. No, give me. Oh, damn it! Say mince, which you'll notice is M-I-N-C-E. Mince, je suis trop maladroit. Je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les câbles, avec les fils plus tard. Luke, think in French. Don't think in teacher. Oh, je suis trop maladroit. Je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les fils plus tard. Il fait froid et j'ai les tendons foutus. Oh, mince. Je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les fils plus tard. Il fait froid et j'ai les tendons foutus. One more time, Francie Janet. Mince. Looking at the cables, feeling it, emotional memory, Russian technique, looking at the cables. Oh, je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les câbles, avec les fils. Yeah, try and say fils. Avec les fils plus tard. Il fait froid et j'ai les tendons foutus. Have a go at popping it together.
Mince.
That's
okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. Mince. J'ai trop maladroit.
Je suis trop maladroit.
Je suis trop maladroit. Je dois.
I'm gonna have to.
No, okay. Je vais devoir résoudre le problème avec les fils plus tard. Il fait froid et j'ai les tendons foutus.
Good. Stuart. Luke, as you know, the people who manage my life and my house are the women and the cats. So if I have this kind of problem, to approach it, to start it, to come up against it, I simply call them. There's your sentence, Stuart. I will feed it you bit by bit. Luke, as you know, I might adapt it actually. Luke, as you know, it's the women and the cats who run my life and my house. Luke, as you know, it's the women and the cats who run my life and my house. As
Luke,
you know, women and the cats.
Luke, comme tu sais, les gens qui
now what
gérer
is clever. You're trying to say les gens qui. That's smart. Yeah, but that's perfectly correct French. Can you give me it's the women and the cats? That's why I changed it. Who run my life and my house, which I changed on purpose for the sneaky little bit. So what you said was perfectly lovely French. The verb you're choosing, gérer, is the completely correct verb. But how would you say it's the women and the cats?
This is a trick. Say les femmes.
Is a woman and a cat? I'm sure they've probably got the same value in medieval terms, but is a woman and a cat a noun?
A woman and a cat is a noun. Yeah. So
that's
ce sont.
What you've just done was trendy as trendy and as youthful in French as you saying après que with the subjunctive. Loads of kids in French use c'est for singular concepts, even when they're using. So, for example, if you said, "Oh, what's that noise?" It's the birds. You know, you're supposed to say ce sont. But loads of young kids have started saying "c'est" as in the noise, singular. It's plural answer, the birds. To quote Alfred Hitchcock. But it's supposed to be ce sont. So yes, don't forget ce sont. Ce sont is a sign of good grammar. So lovely. So say to me, it's the women and the children who run my life and my house.
The cats. No.
That's true though, actually, having seen your grandkids, they are lovely. But say to me, it's the women and the cats who run my life and my house.
Luc, comme tu sais, ce sont les femmes et les chats.
Lovely, nice balance. Who run my life?
Qui gèrent ma vie dans ma maison.
In my maison. Lovely. Good. Next sentence. So when I need to, let's say, broach, and face up to. So two good verbs. I'm just going to give you them. I want you to use them. Aborder and affronter. Aborder, if you think, first of all, tout d'abord, is when we are kind of getting on board with something at the beginning. Aborder is to kind of broach a topic to, like, you know, we don't really go into that topic. So aborder quelque chose is to kind of go into it, and affronter, you think coming up to the front of it, is to face up to. So, you know, so if I want to broach and face up to those these problems, si je veux aborder et affronter ce genre de problème, just say that for me. Si je veux aborder et affronter ce genre de problème.
Si j'avais.
Si je veux. If I want, si je veux.
Si je veux aborder.
Mm-hmm.
Affronter. Oh, confront.
Yep,
affronter.
Yep.
Si je veux aborder, affronter le problème.
Good. I love you on. Nice on. Okay. Lovely. I call them, and I'd like you to use coup de fil in your verb. I call them.
Je les coup de fil.
Pause. Les, is it les? What's being...
je leur.
Good, okay. And is it, what's the verb that we use with coup de fil?
Je leur...
Passer.
Oh, that's
yeah, we use passer. Yeah, so je leur passe un coup de fil.
Je leur passe un coup de fil.
Lovely. So your sentence is, Luc, comme tu sais très bien, ce sont les femmes et les chats qui gèrent ma vie et ma maison. Si je veux aborder ou affronter ce genre de problème, je leur passe un coup de fil. Luc, comme tu sais très bien, ce sont les chats et les femmes qui gèrent ma vie et ma maison. Si je veux aborder et affronter ce genre de problème, je leur passe un coup de fil. It's a marathon, have a go. Luc, comme tu sais bien, have a go.
Well, turning this on and off. Luc, comme tu sais, les femmes et les chats... Ce sont, that's beautiful. Luc, comme tu sais, ce sont les femmes et les chats dans ma vie.
Who do what with you, like?
Qui gère ma vie à ma maison.
And if I want to approach or face up to the problem, si je veux.
Si je aborde,
Si je veux,
si
si je
je,
veux.
si je veux aborder, ou affronter le problème,
Mhm. I call them.
Je leur, je leur passe,
Good.
passe,
Je leur passe. Je leur passe.
je leur passe coup de fil.
Good. Coup de fil. Don't, because you said the word si, panic about you need to change tense. There's none of our hypothetical shit here. It's just si je veux, je leur passe. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Stuart, keep going. Very short little bits. I'm absolutely loving your vowels. Your vowels are beyond reproach. Try and join the words a bit more. Okay, ready? So here's a few, just a few shorter bits. Try and slide between the words because your vowels are lovely. Okay. I went out this afternoon.
Je suis sorti cet après-midi.
Cet après-midi.
Cet après-midi.
And again, all joined. Je suis sorti cet après-midi. No pauses.
Je suis sorti cet après-midi.
When you join without a pause, God damn it, you sound native. The nouns, the vowels are just so nice. Okay. I will explain the reason. I will explain the reason.
J'expliquerai la raison.
Good. Bring your tongue more to the roof of your mouth. Oh, that time in Greenwich. J'expliquerai la raison. J'expliquerai la raison.
J'expliquerai la raison.
That's nice. And that allows. Guys, this is incredibly personal. I do apologize. You kind of need to have a bit of a mind as to where the air and the spit is going in your mouth. Like you kind of need to think that it's coming down across both sets of lower molars equally. Je vous expliquerai, j'expliquerai. You need to be aware of where the wet and the air is going in your mouth. Certainly, j'expliquerai la maison. J'expliquerai la maison.
J'expliquerai la maison. Oh, la raison.
That's lovely. That's it. Okay. Putain, la raison. It's I'm 20. No, my fuck. I'm 47 on the 23rd of February. I'm 47 on the 23rd of February.
J'ai.
Pause. Am I currently? No. So what tense do we use when we talk about the future in French? Astoundingly, the future.
J'aurais
47.
47.
What? J'aurai 47 what?
47 ans.
That's it. Okay, lovely. So j'aurai 47 ans. Link it. J'aurai 47 ans.
J'aurai 47 ans.
That's when you join your vowels. It is absolutely like top 1% of 1% percentile. The 23rd of February.
Le 23e.
No, remember in French we use cardinal numbers, not ordinal numbers. So we, apart from the first, it's the 2, the 3, the 4.
Le 23. Yeah? Le 23
février. How do we say the 14th of July, which is obviously the French National Day? How do you say the 14th of July?
Le 14 juillet.
Lovely. How would you say Valentine's Day? How would you say Valentine's Day?
Le 14 février.
Lovely. If you were Christian, how would you say our Lord's birthday?
Le 25.
No, I just told you. It's the fucking 23rd of February. I make that joke every single time, and it never gets less funny. It never gets less funny. It's so stupid. I dine out on that joke so much. It gives me so much joy. Go on then. What would be Christmas Day? What would be Christmas Day?
Le 25 décembre.
Good. What would be, so anything you've got culture in your mind because of like, Spanish and American culture, like a Cinco de Mayo, there's no of, it's just, how would you say the 1st of April, which April Fool is like, Poisson d'avril in French. So how would you say the 1st of April?
Le 1er avril.
Lovely, okay. I know this restaurant well. I went there with Kim. I know this restaurant well. I went there with Kim.
Je connais bien restaurant.
Restaurant masculin, je connais bien ce restaurant. Je connais bien ce restaurant.
Je bien.
Je connais bien ce restaurant.
Je connais bien ce restaurant. Je suis.
I went there. J'y
vais.
I went. J'y suis.
Je suis allé. J'y suis allé. That's it.
With Kim.
Avec Kim.
Good, nice vowel. Je connais bien ce restaurant, j'y suis allé avec Kim. Je connais bien ce restaurant, j'y suis allé avec Kim.
Je connais bien ce restaurant, j'y suis allé
avec Kim.
Avec Kim.
I want you to think of your larynx and I want you to stop thinking of it tapping like that. And I want you to think of what you're giving me is a long, fluid line. Je connais bien ce restaurant, j'y suis allé avec Kim.
Je connais bien ce restaurant, je suis allé avec Kim.
When you join, it's so good. It's like probably the best male accent I've ever tutored. It really is when you join. When you join. Your homework is specifically this. That film is such a love letter to New York. If you think of like Thoroughly Bloody Modern Millie with Julie Andrews and Mary Talman, there's this stupid scene, although it's kind of charming. I like those kind of elevators. If you think of like the really slow metal elevator going up and down that doesn't work, that they have to kind of jump up and down on and dance on to make it move up and down. I want you to be obsessed with the up and down between this set of vowels and this set of vowels. So, for example, when you had, je vais, that was nice. Voir, somebody did, I want you to be obsessed with the fine, because you find your vowels are locked down. Like you don't make a duff vowel. You don't go to a duff vowel. I just want you to slide, and you haven't even got big consonants. I just want you to slide between the words because the vowels are so nice and they have the twang, which is always easier if someone's a bit East Coast because you've got all the twangs in the right place. But I just want the slide between it so that you really, for three purposes. One, so that you can show off. Two, so that your listening's a bit more bulletproof against other people that blur. Like it really is just to render your listening a little bit more, sort of impenetrable to kind of like, it really is just what we want. We just want blur. Good, relax. Right, everybody chill. Take 2 minutes for yourself before we go again. I haven't forgotten anybody, have I? Everybody's done one? Good. Lovely, let's go on again. Maggie. Luke, thanks for thinking of me because, as you know, I have to go early because I've got 2 parasites that live under my roof. Luke, thank you for thinking of me because, as you know, I need to go early because, as you know, I've got 2 parasites who live under my roof. Maggie, your microphone, my darling girl.
Luc,
thank you for thinking of me.
Merci d'avoir pensé de moi.
Pause, stand. That's it. Pause, can you pronounce the word thank you properly?
Merci.
Thank you. Merci. Good, lovely. Thank you for thinking of me one more time.
Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Good, now just look at that as the journey that it is. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi. Hi, low, hi. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi. Go.
Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Not devoir, d'avoir. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Merci d'avoir pensé.
Not mercy. Mercy is what you're going to need if you say mercy is what you're going to want from me if you say that word that way one more time.
Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Yeah, but don't open the mouth. Merci. Soft mouth. Vowels don't need mouth. Here's my mouth closed. Ooh, I don't need to open my mouth for vowels. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Merci d'avoir pensé à moi.
Lovely. Like Jenna, when she's smoking crack, like I told her employer. Merci d'avoir pensé à moi. Merci d'avoir
pensé à moi.
That's it, okay. Lovely, because as you know, I've got 2 parasites.
Parce que, comme tu sais, j'ai 2 parasites.
Lovely, who both live under my roof.
Qui vivent tous les 2 sous mon Tol? No.
Tol is
Tol.
prison. Probably fairly predictive of both of them, but no. Toi.
Toi.
Yeah. Lovely. I tried to sell the elder child to a gentleman in the Middle East. I tried to sell the elder child to a gentleman in the Middle East.
J'essaie vendre.
I tried.
Oh, j'ai essayé de vendre la plus âgée à quelqu'un.
Lenny. Hang on, we talk a great deal about words for the younger kid. Le Benjamin, la Benjamine, cadet, cadette, you know, all of this, you know, business, you know, quite literally, guys, because like in the Bible, Benjamin and Joseph, you know, obviously, you know, whatever, Joseph, you know, dad was obviously Irish, so there's all these kids, you know, like Benjamin being the youngest. Yeah, Benjamin. So yeah, Benjamin the youngest, but people forget the word the eldest or elder. There's just two. So aîné. Yeah. In fact, mon grand frère, my big brother, you know, like 1984. You know, mon grand frère, but like le grand frère, but like the elder kid, l'aîné. Yeah, l'aîné. Okay, good. Fine, le plus âgé, fine, la plus âgée, but l'aîné is more common. Okay, off you go. So the elder. So I tried to sell the elder kid to a gentleman in the Middle East. Off you go.
J'ai essayé de vendre mon aîné à quelqu'un qui vient de Moyen-Orient.
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 Orient. Read it in French.
Moyen-Orient.
Orient. Good. If there ain't a word which is more French, I tell me. Orient. It literally sounds like fucking Moyen-Orient. Tell me. It's literally the most sarcastic word. Say le Moyen-Orient. Le Moyen-Orient. Push. Le Moyen-Orient.
Le Moyen-Orient.
Nice. But he, after 3 days, he said he'd had enough of the noise of her fucking trumpet. But after 3 days, he said he'd had enough. Maggie's daughter is a trumpeter. So say to me, but after 3 days, he said he'd had enough of the noise of her fucking trumpet.
Mais après 3 jours, il me dit il est suffit.
Oh, look at Lukey. Say for me, I'm sick of you, Luke. You'll all find emotion for that. Say for me, I'm sick of you, Luke.
J'en ai marre. Yeah.
Say for me, straight.
Luke.
Betrayal. Did you see Judas betray me there, people? Could you just say for me, I'm sick of you, Luke? Say me the whole sentence.
J'en ai marre de.
I'm sick of you. Yeah. I know you normally say behind my back, but imagine saying it to my face. I'm sick.
J'en ai marre de toi, Luc.
Yes, but can we not say it in Middle English? Can we say it in soft modern French? J'en ai marre de
toi, Luc.
Lovely. All right, good. Lovely. And again, j'en ai marre de toi, Luc.
J'en ai marre de toi, Luc.
Look, lovely. So he. Now, was, but I don't mean was. I mean action was. Don't do that, Luke. You hurt your hands. So what is? So we're taking j'en ai marre. People who are in the top 6 bottom 6 group will enjoy this kind of exercise. So I want a he rather than a je, and I want an auxiliary because it's all of a sudden he was sick of her. So how do you stand still?
Il s'en est marre.
Stand still. Look at the pattern of j'en ai marre. Is there a reflexive in it?
No.
No, I know a lot of the work that we've done, Maggie, has involved mon, je m'en, tu t'en, ils sont, nous nous en, vous vous en, ils sont.
Oh, j'en ai marre. What am I talking about? Yeah, so it's, yes. Il en a marre.
Pause, but if it's on the bottom line and with an auxiliary. So, Maggie, what's the active verb in j'en ai marre? What's the active verb?
Avoir.
Great. And if I gave you a verb.
Ah, il en a eu marre, sorry.
Yeah, il en a eu marre, il en a.
Il en
What's my
marre.
What's for a he? Il en
a.
Thank you. Yeah. So put it together. Il en a eu marre.
Il en a eu marre. Il en a eu marre.
No, why A? A is for you. There's no A.
Il en a eu marre. Sorry. Il en a eu marre.
He was sick of it. So notice, even though we're saying sick of it, we are talking about a finite point on the timeline. So il en a eu marre d'elle. So il en a eu marre d'elle.
Il en a eu marre d'elle. Wow.
Lovely.
Il en a eu marre d'elle.
Close your palate.
Il en a eu marre d'elle.
Get close to cavity. Il en a eu marre d'elle. Il en a eu marre d'elle.
Il en a eu marre d'elle.
Yeah, but not. Il en a eu marre d'elle.
Il en a eu marre. Il en a eu
No, don't give it me separately. I want legato. Il en a eu marre d'elle.
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 That's it, okay? And her fucking trumpet.
Sorry, I missed that, Luke.
Her fucking trumpet.
Et sa trompette.
Putain de, yeah, putain de trompette. Save me. He said, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. J'en peux plus. J'en peux plus.
Oh, j'en peux plus. Okay.
Lovely. Or save me. I can't bear it anymore.
J'en peux blairer.
No, there's no on in there now, is there? So j'en peux plus. What's I can't bear it? Je peux pas le
supporter.
French vowel?
Supporter.
Better. Je peux pas le supporter.
Je peux pas le supporter.
In English, I want it in French. Je peux pas le supporter.
Je peux pas
le pas le supporter. Je peux pas le supporter.
Je peux pas le supporter.
Support. S-U.
Je peux pas le supporter.
Good. Like that lovely scene in Singing the Rain when she's the Broadway language teacher is trying to teach Lena Lamont, and she's like, I can't stand him. And she's like, I can't stand him. Yes, c'est ça. Je peux pas le supporter.
Je peux pas le supporter.
No, le.
Ah, je peux pas le supporter. Supporter. Je l'ai pas supporter.
Navigate French on vowel. Just imagine every word you're saying is twice as long. Je peux pas le supporter.
Je peux pas
Yes.
le supporter.
That's it. Up and down, up and down. Good. One more sentence, Maggie. Luke, you make me work. I'm grateful, but I hate you. Luke, you make me work. I'm grateful, but I hate you.
Luc, tu me fais travailler. Je déteste, mais je suis reconnaissante.
I mean, I asked her I'm grateful first, but obviously your spike came through. I'm grateful is first. I'm grateful.
Je suis reconnaissante.
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 Recognizing. Je suis reconnaissante. Yeah.
Je suis reconnaissante.
Reconnaissante. Reconnaissante.
Reconnaissante. Je suis
reconnaissante. Okay. I hate you.
Et je déteste.
Good. Save me, fuck you. Je t'emmerde.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Je t'emmerde.
So je t'emmerde. Good. Okay, lovely. You got it. Maggie, you're going to learn to survive the the parents around the school gates. Good. Bouge ta bagnole, salope. Move your fucking car. I'm doing a video short on just literally this. Actually, I'll make somebody do this. Tom, do this one. My sister came home from work to our house in her car and stole my clothes. My sister came home from work to our house in her car and stole my clothes. My sister came home from work to our house in her car and stole my clothes.
Ma sœur est venue chez elle à sa maison dans son voiture et a volé mes... sorry, I just got cramp. Et a volé mes vêtements.
Good. Guys, have you got any magnesium and some water for Tom? Go again. My sister, use rentrée, came home. Yes, off you go.
Ma sister est rentrée chez elle et dans son voiture et a volé mon vêtement.
Good. So, ma sœur est rentrée, let's say, à la maison, travail, from work, dans sa voiture et a volé mes vêtements. Lovely. Now, could you say, ma frangine est rentrée à la baraque du taf, elle a piqué mes fringues. Ma frangine, slang word number 1. Est rentrée du taf, slang word number 2. À la baraque, slang word number 3. Dans sa bagnole, slang word number 4. Et elle a piqué, slang word number 5. Mes fringues, slang word number 6. Let's just quickly go through it. Let's go in reverse. What's the slang word for clothes?
Piqué mon... Oh, gosh. Sorry, Luke, it's not.
Don't worry. Enjoy the fact that you have no short-term memory because you're exhausted. So everything you're doing is going to go straight into your long-term memory. You'll never ever forget us, Tom. How hot is that? So could you basically say franc?
Franc.
None of the words I'm giving you are too niche. None of the words I'm giving you won't hear. They're all super
Franc.
common.
Franc.
Yeah. Franc. Don't say franc. Franc. Say franc.
Franc.
Good. Okay. F-R-I-N-G-U-E-S. Yeah. Okay. Feminine, plural. Mes franc. What's the word for pinch, Nick? Steal.
Piqué.
Lovely. Nice high vowel. Yep. What's the word for sister in a slang way?
Frangine.
Frangine. Lovely.
Frangine.
Where French lacks compared to, say, like, you know, Italian or Spanish or what do you say in German, like Geschwister or something? It's like
Schwester.
Yeah, Geschwister. It's you haven't got a word for sibling in French. It's just like t'as des frères, des sœurs. You have to say both every single time. So weirdly, if you use frangin, it can mean brothers and sisters, tes frangins. But if it's feminine, frangine. Yeah, frangine. Yeah. All right. So just say for me, ma frangine a piqué mes fringues.
Ma frangine a piqué mes francs.
Enjoy the up and down in the body, like Stuart. Ma frangine a piqué mes fringues. Ma frangine a piqué mes fringues.
Ma frangine a piqué mes francs.
Mes fringues. Mes fringues.
Mes fringues.
Copy me. Un. Mes fringues.
Mes francs.
Not franc, fringues.
Mes fringues.
Good, lovely. So now say for me, ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Extra verb.
Est rentrée du taf.
Yeah, go.
Ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Good. So taf, T-A-F, guys, is like boulot. A little bit younger than boulot. Taf. Taf, T-A-F-F-E, is like a drag on a cigarette. Yeah. Voilà. Une petite taf, just a little bit on your, or a naughty cigarette. Back to Jenna and the crack. So, yeah, so un taf, une taf. Yeah, so say for me, ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Good. Don't let your consonants get in the way of your hon journey. Ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Ma frangine est rentrée du taf.
Good. Okay. That was perfect vowels. To the house, à la baraque.
À la baraque.
Lovely. So we just created that word in France because we were so impressed with Michelle Obama that as a tribute to her husband, he's got a bit cocky since he's retired. We decided to call all houses in France baraque. Or is it because it's basically like the word barracks in English? Yeah, it's the second one. So basically, as much as I'm a fan of Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. Bitch, please, you didn't get to be a fucking lawyer by doing that. When they go low, you go lower. Dig them the fuck up and bury them. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You and your little garden in the White House and your planting of shit. Fuck me. You don't get a man into the White House as a fucking woman without fucking knowing some dirty tricks, and good for her. When they go low, we go high. Do you fuck? But still love her. So say for me, yeah. But I'll be honest. I've got some love for Melania at the moment because that bitch turned up to the inauguration with a fucking military uniform on and a hat. It was like, don't fucking come for me. I'm ready for your jokes. Don't come for my son. It was like visor down, no eye contact. Donald can't kiss me. I've got a wide brimmed hat. I'm wearing a military uniform style dress. It's not the floral feminine Melania that we saw a few years ago, is it? It's kind of like, what's the Joan Crawford quote from Mommy Dearest? With Faye Dunaway, don't fuck with me, fellas. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. Melania's had enough. Yeah, so say with me, give me the word for car. Say for me, ma bagnole.
Ma bagnole.
Lovely. So bagnole, baraque, boulot, all good. A lot of French words that are slang. Give me the B. Good, to put it together for me, Tom. Say for me, ma frangine est rentrée du taf à la baraque en bagnole. Elle a piqué mes fringues.
Ma frangine est rentrée du taf à la baraque en bagnole et a piqué mes fringues.
Good. Now, you will be used to grammatically either the prepositional me, shut up, Luke, the pronominal me, or the may possessive plural. So like if it was like Luke cuts his hair, Luke fait couper les cheveux, you wouldn't have a repetition of say. You wouldn't have Luc s'est fait couper ses cheveux. But you can, don't forget, you can double identify. So you can say, je lui ai fait son travail, because one of them is this kind of like, I did his work for him. So it's his work and for him. Yeah. You could say, I did their work for him. So Tom had promised to do the essay for a student. Luke, I'm fucking exhausted and some bitches pay me to write this shit. Whatever, Tom, go to bed. I'll do it. It'll be ready for them tomorrow morning. So I, for him, did their work. So, and if that went in the same direction, I did his work for him, you will hear say things like, il m'a coupé mes légumes, you know, like, il m'a découpé mes légumes. He cut my vegetables for me. You know, so you will hear the m and the may, but you might go, because you're used to talking about body parts, oh, yeah, that's a bit weird, but don't worry about it. Good. I'm coming to Jenna.
Sorry, Luke, I've got a
No, you go.
crash.
Miller, that's why I gave you some shit.
Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.
Good. Pay me people. Lovely.
Oh,
Jenna?
Luke, I'm sorry, I have to go too, Luke. Sorry.
No, Maggie, I assumed you'd gone after your performance, my love, because of kids and stuff. That's cool. That's
All
fine.
right, take care. Bye.
Don't worry. Good. Lovely. So Jenna, you'll go. I get on really well with the Romanian waitress at the hotel. And I'm going to leave her a big tip when I've finished the drinks for my birthday. I get on really well with the Romanian waitress at the hotel. And I'm going to leave her a big tip when I've finished the drinks for my birthday.
Je m'entends bien avec la serveuse romania.
No.
Romain?
Almost. Make it feminine.
Romaine.
That's it. Roux. As some people will remember, Romania in English language used to be Roumania. Yeah. We can't be saying Romain because that means Roman. Okay. And there's only two of us here that remember the Roman Empire. Okay. So it's Roumain. Yeah. Roumain. Okay. Here we go. So je m'entends très bien avec la serveuse roumaine. Lovely. At the hotel.
L'hôtel.
Good. Lovely. I'm going to leave her a big tip when I finish the drinks.
Je vais...
No, sorry, I apologize. Yes. No, that's right. Yes. That is right. That is what I wanted to say. I'm going to leave her a big tip when I finish the drinks.
Je vais lui laisser un gros...
Pourboire. Let me see if anything else is coming up now. It's been ages since I've looked for my tip on the internet, but I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, service pourboire. Yeah. Pourboire is still the first choice. Yep.
Pourboire.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave her a big tip. When I've finished the drinks.
Je vais lui laisser un gros pourboire quand j'ai fini.
I'm bored of teaching this shit. Stand still, people. Winston Churchill, Adam Ant. Winston Churchill, Adam Ant. Winston Churchill. We will fight them on the beaches. Okay? Adamant. Prince Charming. Google, YouTube, Adamant. Winston Churchill had two fingers that went like that. Adamant had two fingers that went like this. It always does balloons every single time I do this. When you have two consecutive things in the future, so when Janet is in Besançon, she will speak lots of French because there's a river and I know how to push people in. These two things are in the same timeline. So they will both be the simple future. Quand Jeannette sera à Besançon, elle parlera beaucoup de français. Not using when Janet is, in, we don't use the present tense because it's in the future. But when we have the future, we also have the possibility of things that are taking place first and then another future. So, for example, when Stuart finishes the meal, he will escort, you know, the grandkids into another room. Stuart doesn't want to drink. He's going to go and play with the grandkids. Okay, so in this event, it's not Stuart having the meal. Sorry, it's not Stuart finishing the meal and him escorting the grandkids into another room to play with them. It's saying, look, this thing happens first, and then effectively, you know, then he's going to take them into another room. So if that happens, it's one thing, then the next thing, one thing and the next thing. And when that happens, your first thing after the when is going to be in the future past. So in other words, it's going to have the future on the auxiliary. There's a very, 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 very surefire way of testing whether it is Winston Churchill or Adamant. If you say, when Stuart finishes the meal, so later tonight, when Stuart finishes the meal, he's going to take the grandkids into the other room. Yeah, they're going to go and play with Grandpa. You know, Stuart doesn't want a coffee or a champagne. He's going to go play with the kids. He'll have one later. Okay. If you can say this, when Stuart has finished the meal, if you can pop in a cheeky have or has, it shows you, even in the English, that this event is first and then this event. So, for example, when you pass your driving test, I will lend you my car. When you have passed your driving test, I will lend you my car. Will I fuck? But basically, the fact that you can say it with a have shows me that this one timeline is before the other one. Yeah. And when you have that possibility, it is Winston Churchill. One event, then the next event, not two concurrent events. And that means this one is future and future, and this one is future past. That means future on the auxiliary, and then future. All right. So say for me, yeah, what was our original when who was it a finish? What did I give you? What did I give you when what's the sentence?
When I'm going to leave her a big tip.
Yes,
when
thank you. Well done,
the drinks.
Yes, thank you. Well done. So I'm going to leave her a big tip when I finish the drinks. I'm going to leave her a big tip. Oh, pop some LSD in it. A trip. I'm going to leave her a big tip when I finish the drinks. Jenna.
I'm following. I'm trying to get them in the right order. So, okay.
Which is coming first?
When I'm
look at Auntie Lukey. The one that gets. So, are we talking Winston Churchill or Adamant? Are these two concurrent events, or is one coming first?
No, one is coming first.
Thank you, pause. When you've got the one coming first, it'll be the when, the one that comes after the when, yeah, that gets the future past. The one that comes after the word when, because it's like, look, when this has happened, and let me be very, very clear, people that want to speak French properly, it won't just be the word when. I teach this off the word when, but there are a shit ton of words. That's not true. There's probably only about 7 or 8. But there's other words. There's other words that do this. Une fois que, dès que, après que. Do you remember our friend après que and me boring on at you about not using the subjunctive with après que? Oh, Luke, après que is lovely. We don't have to use subjunctive like avant que. No, you fucking don't. But if it's like after Stuart has finished his dinner, you know, he will play with his grandchildren. Après que Stuart aura fini son dîner, because that's got to happen first, il jouera avec ses petits-enfants. Yeah? So the one that comes after the when, yeah? Yeah, the one that comes after the when, it might be après que, it might be une fois que, it might be quand, it might be dès que, it might be, I can't think off the top of my head now. Yeah. Side note for the more advanced, these are also the words when you're in the literary tenses that will give you the passé intérieur. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. Trevor, you've done that. Trevor, you've done that. All right. So, yeah. So just say that for me then. So just say for me when I finished. So, and obviously my point being, sometimes it'd be when I finish the drinks, I will give the bitch a tip, or it could be I'll give the bitch a tip when I finish the drinks. It doesn't matter which way around it goes, does it? The when is going to be the one with the auxiliary. So say for me when I finish the drinks. And also, I'm not being funny either, Jenna. If I can say when I have finished the drinks, what did I say? It tells me that it's going to be in this thing, yeah? So how do you say when I finish the drinks?
Quand j'avais...
What fucking tense have I just been talking about for the past 6 minutes? What tense do we go to when we've got the Winston Churchill? What is happening? What tense are we going to?
Quand j'aurai fini.
Yes, it is, because that's what I've been on about for the last 6 fucking minutes. So off you go. So when I finish the drinks, off you go.
Quand j'aurai fini les verres.
That'll do. Yeah, good. So do me these, because I don't trust you've listened. Say for me, when Luke is in Besançon, he will eat lots of food, lots of things. When Luke is in Besançon, he will eat lots of things. When Luke is in Besançon, he will eat lots of things. Just say that for me, Jenna.
Okay. Quand Luc sera à Besançon.
Good. He will eat. Oh shit! I'm on 1%. If it dies, I'll come right back. He will eat lots of things.
Il mangera.
It's 2 things. Here's Luke being in Besançon. Here's him eating. They're going on at the same time. All right. When Luke arrives in Besançon, he will eat lots of things. When Luke arrives in Besançon, he will eat lots of things.
Quand Luc sera arrivé à Besançon, il...
Well done for remembering straight away that it was a be verb. Good job. Well done. Remember, it's sera, not sera. Yes, exactly. Yeah, because otherwise it's as Luke turns up, although I am a big advocate in journey food, I must say. I do think it's important. But when Luke turns up at Besançon, so having turned up at Besançon, Luke will be right, bitches, let's eat, which is true, because we always go for the all-you-can-eat Asian buffet on the first night. Good. Lovely. Or as Stuart called it, his honeymoon. A bounty of Asian beauty. Good. Right, let's go to Trevor. Luke, I remember doing this exercise with you. I'm afraid that you're going to ask me the same question. Luke, I remember doing this exercise with you. I'm afraid you're going to ask me the same question.
Luc, je me suis souvenu de...
Pause, stand still. What do you remember? Not a lot, because I obviously popped a roofie in your drink, but what? Luke is not making light of date rape, YouTube. What do you remember, Trevor, about your childhood? Tell me something. Lie back and tell me about your childhood. What do you remember about your childhood? So just picture it. Was yours the biggest trailer, the smallest trailer? Were your mum's cut off denim shorts? This short? What do you remember about your trailer? What do you remember about your childhood?
Or is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah. What do you remember about just tell me 3 things.
I lived on a farm when I was a kid. That was fun.
That's fucking gorgeous. Right. Is that now?
No.
No, but what happens, this is a very good error when people make this error, because it shows me that you ain't bothered about words. It shows me that you're going with feelings. The feeling one gets when one casts one's mind into the past tenses is similar to the feeling one gets when one casts one's net of memory into your feelings. But you are saying, I, Luke, Rich, Luke, Ambrosius, Bouvier, De Laurentiis, Rich, remember this shit from my past. I right now, in my fucking present tense, remember. So even though you're going into the past with your memory, the memory is not the past, it's in the present, recalling something into the present. So don't, when you remember, always stick it in the past, which is what 80% of you do. So if you say, I remember, it's now from the past. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
How do you say, I remember my childhood?
Je souviens de mon enfance. Je me souviens de mon enfance.
Je me souviens de mon enfance. Lovely. Not je me suis souvenu. Yeah? All right? Do you see what I mean? Okay. Good.
I see.
Yeah, so good. Stephanie, I remember doing this exercise with you.
Je me souviens de faire cet exercice avec toi.
Tanti-Luki. What are my tenses called? A lot of good grammar tonight, people. Hold on in there. This is a lot of good grammar. Well done. What are my tenses called? Present.
Present, was, will, would. Subjunctive, infinitive. Present, was, will, would. Subjunctive, infinitive on the auxiliary.
I swear to God, I've got a semi when you bitches pull that off properly. I really do. It's so annoying when I first teach that and you don't remember it. Which would you say of those is the one you guys fuck up the most? And I can categorically tell you. Which one would you say?
Probably the subjunctive on the auxiliary.
No, that once you've got A and SWA down, you're all right. Any ideas? Janet, which one would you say? You're in top 6, bottom 6 group. Which one would you say? If I had like je me lave, tu te laves, il se lave, whatever, which one do people mess up the most? Number 12, the infinitive on the bottom line, on the auxiliary. All right? Why do we have this function? So there are so many times, basically, where you need to know, Trevor, is this thing before or after the other verb? Is this thing before or after the other verb? So if I said I'm going to see Trevor without touching him, I'm not sure. Say for me, I'm going to see Trevor without touching him.
Je vais voir Trevor sans le toucher.
Sans le toucher, yeah. Okay, lovely. Because me being with Trevor, it's a little bit like, you know, Jenna's 2 fingers. Well, I've read her online thing, 4 fingers. It's a little bit like Jenna's 2 fingers. It's at the same time. Here's me being with Trevor. Here's me being with Trevor. Here's me touching him. If it were Denise didn't want to go to the meeting without preparing. Here's Denise at the meeting. Where's the preparation, Trevor, before or after?
Before.
Right, because even though in English, so Denise didn't want to go to the meeting without preparing, she wanted to know what was being proposed on an area for the area, the local area, so she had a decision to make. Yeah, you know, but in English we lie. What's the formal way of saying that in English without having prepared? Which half the time we don't say, do we? We don't say.
Yeah.
So in other words, sometimes when you have a gerund, yeah, you know, like an ing, it might be a having done this stuff. Yeah. So I remember, Luke, you know, doing this exercise with Luke. Je me souviens d'avoir fait cet exercice avec Luke. Yeah? Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Okay. Good. So second, I remember doing this exercise with Luke.
Je me souviens d'avoir fait d'avoir.
Past participle, d'avoir
cet exercice.
D'avoir what? D'avoir fait.
D'avoir fait.
Good. Do make my point that I made to you earlier, you and Janet. Say to me, I've done. How do you say I've done? J'ai
fait.
See, your mouth in a billion years would never say j'ai fait. Say to me, I had done. Say I had done.
J'avais fait.
See, your mouth knows that shit. What do I tell you? Number 12. Okay. Yeah. You guys always try and stack infinitives. Go infinitive, then another infinitive. Yeah. Okay. So je me souviens d'avoir fait cet exercice avec Luc. One more time.
Je me souviens d'avoir fait cet exercice avec Luc.
I congratulate you and I commend you. You always try and put personality into your French. I never have to make you sound alive. You always sound human, and I like that very much. Okay. I'm scared he's going to make me translate. I'm scared he's going to make me translate.
J'ai peur qu'il va me faire...
Stand still. You may well live in the Prozac nation, but people have emotions. What is I'm scared? It is fear. What does fear plus a cut make happen?
Subjunctive.
Lovely. So what's to go?
Aller.
And what is it in the subjunctive?
Ir.
I fucking hate you. That's it in the future. What's it in the subjunctive?
I.
Good. I thought, Luke, don't do it. Don't do it. Number one, no one needs to see you destroyed aqueous humour because of ciprofloxacin. And secondly, I thought, don't give the bitch a hint. Don't give the bitch a hint. So lovely. What's so for me? I'm scared he's going to make me translate.
J'ai peur qu'il aille me fait.
Stand still.
Faire.
Stay for me. Luke is going to. We are only as good as the French we've said. Say for me. Luke is going to make me translate. Just say for me. Luke is going to make me translate. No subjunctive. Just say Luke's going to make me translate.
Luc va me faire traduire.
No. Say for me. Luke's going to do the work.
Luke's going to do the work.
Yeah.
Luc va faire le travail.
Luke va what?
Luc
What
va
word is coming
faire
after
le
that?
travail.
Faire. Can I hear the infinitive?
Faire.
And again, Luc va faire le travail.
Luc va faire le travail.
Luke's going to make me. Just say for me. Luke's going to make me translate.
Luc va me faire traduire.
That's it. You've got a spurious relationship with infinitives and non-infinitives. So Luc va me faire traduire. Now say to me, I'm scared Luke's going to make me translate.
J'ai peur que Luc aille me faire traduire.
Good. We had a phrasal verb, a subjunctive, a causative. Ooh, so much on our plate. Off you go. J'ai peur que Luc aille me faire traduire.
J'ai peur que Luc aille me faire traduire.
Good. Lovely. So put it together one more time. So say to me, je me souviens d'avoir fait cet exercice avec Luc. Let's say I was frightened he was going to make me translate. You don't need to worry too much. Just put it together. I remember doing this exercise with Luke. I was frightened he was going to make me translate.
Je me souviens de faire cet exercice.
Je me souviens de what? Is it je me souviens de kiss my ass because I've just wasted 5 minutes of my life I won't get back? Is that what it was? Je me souviens
d'avoir fait cet exercice avec Luc. J'ai peur qu'il...
I was afraid.
Oh, j'avais peur qu'il aille me faire traduire.
Good. What I don't think you've actually given thought to, which is actually a good thing, is I was afraid he was going to make me translate. Have you noticed in the English that we've changed tense because we've gone I was afraid? So I am afraid he's going to. I was afraid he was going to. Do you acknowledge that the second clause, the subordinate clause, has actually changed? We don't need to use a was subjunctive. Why? Because the bitch don't exist in modern French. 2, because the bitch don't exist in modern French. And 3, because the bitch don't exist in modern French. You've done it with me, Trevor. Yeah, you have done it, you and Tanner. Parlas, parlati, parlation, parlasier, parlas. Do you remember that shit? Fus, fu, hati, fusion, fusier, fus. It exists in some books. We don't need it. I dare say I might try and get you all to a point where you've done that. It might be useful for anybody involved in French education. One day it'd be useful for Jenna to have, but you don't need it in spoken French, all right? So if your second verb is in the was tense, don't give a shit about the subjunctive. So Luke is happy. Let's just do that. So Denise, could you say to me, Luke is happy that Denise is here. Luke is happy that Denise is here.
Luc est content que Denise soit là.
Luke was happy that Denise was there.
Luc était content que Denise soit là.
There's no need to change the subjunctive. Well done, Denise. Don't go, oh, we don't change in the past. I never said we don't change in the past. I said we don't change if it's not got the auxiliary there, like if it's that tense. How would you say? Luke is happy that Denise has eaten the cake. Luke is happy that Denise has eaten the cake.
Luc est content que Denise ait mangé le gâteau.
Lovely. So we've got the subjunctive on the past there. Luc est content que Denise Luc est heureux que Denise. Luc, put the cake down, you fat fuck. Luc est heureux que Denise ait mangé le gâteau. What about Denise if we had Luke was happy that Denise had eaten the cake? Luke was happy that Denise had eaten the cake.
Luc était content que Denise
ait mangé le gâteau. So when we learn the literary tenses, we learn about the imperfect, shut up, Luke, the pluperfect. Well, we do learn about the imperfect subjunctive, but we also learn about the pluperfect subjunctive. The had on the subjunctive. The had on the subjunctive. In spoken French, Denise, how many subjunctives do we have?
2.
2. We don't have shit to play with. If our original verb has one verb, use the subjunctive. I know it's often called the present subjunctive, but then we had a bit of a hard time, people, with the present hypothetical, and we didn't fucking have a shitting word of it in the present tense. And so even though it's called the present subjunctive, it is what in modern French will be used for single non-auxiliary verb clauses. Yeah, so Stuart, if it was, I was afraid that the children were, in danger, so I brought them home and away from Luke's house. Alors moi, j'avais peur que les enfants soient. There's no été in the subjunctive, okay? If you suddenly go, Luke was worried that my granddaughter had, swallowed, a hard sweet or something, and